This is why bro science is better than sometimes, so that I don't tick off any medical. Not you. You're not gonna get mad because you're like a you understand the sports supplement side of things and how things fit. But sometimes there's this like hubris of the medical system to not listen to people who are really in tune with their bodies, like bodybuilders or athletes, and they've been taking creatine for 30 years as part of their routine because they see benefits. So this bro science has been right for 30 years. All of a sudden, there's all these studies on creatine for years and years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, I see more doctors recommending creatine now online and Instagram, and it's hitting all this. I'm like, where were y'all 30 years ago? Where the heck were you 30 years ago when I was learning this stuff?
Hey, my name is Jessica Goins, and I'm a nurse practitioner and owner of OptimLife Health in Dallas, North Carolina. And this is my husband, Bradley Goins, and together we own Goins Strong Fitness in Dallas and Cherryville. And I feel like I've said that 30,000 times.
You have at the beginning of every video.
At the beginning of every video. I should just have that done, and then you should do that, Caleb. You should just make that, and then just play that for every single one. Today we're going to talk about creatine and what it is. Do you need it, and all that. So I'll let you start as always.
Yeah, the question is, what do you think about creatine?
People say, do I need to be taking
Do
creatine?
I need to be taking creatine?
Yeah.
Around here, that's how they speak, right? Because
I mean, I still talk
we're from
like
the
that.
South, but I guess if you were British, it would be like, do I need to take creatine?
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Okay.
That was really bad British accent.
Anyway.
Do you need to take creatine? Depends.
Okay.
Do you need it? Here's first, I'm going to put it this way. Creatine is a very cheap supplement. It has been around for, predominantly for 30 years. Since the 90s, it's been around. There's a lot of stigmas around it that still exist that are wrong. That it causes like crazy water bloating and all this crap. Maybe in the early stuff, the processing wasn't as good, but not today. It's cheap. You should probably try it and see if you feel a benefit from it. Some people will notice absolutely nothing from it. And somebody who eats a lot of meat in their diet and they have a high creatine intake already from their diet, like I might eat a pound of meat a day. Generally speaking, I do. If I eat a lot of beef, it has a higher amount of creatine. If I supplement with it, I don't see a huge difference whether I'm taking it or not taking it.
Right.
I think it has benefits, probably, that I don't feel, like cognitive. So I generally take it. But it doesn't make me feel like I perform better in the gym. It's not like this massive thing. I think if you're a vegan, if you're elderly, you don't eat a lot of meat, you probably will see more of a benefit, if I had to guess. It's the most studied supplement in the industry of sports supplements. And it's been around. This is why bro science is better than sometimes, so that I don't tick off any medical. Not you. You're not gonna get mad because you're like a you understand the sports supplement side of things and how things fit. But sometimes there's this like hubris of the medical system to not listen to people who are really in tune with their bodies, like bodybuilders or athletes, and they've been taking creatine for 30 years as part of their routine because they see benefits. So this bro science has been right for 30 years. All of a sudden, there's all these studies on creatine for years and years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, I see more doctors recommending creatine now online and Instagram, and it's hitting all this. I'm like, where were y'all 30 years ago? Where the heck were you 30 years ago when I was learning this stuff? Not 30 years ago. That was more like early 2000s. But it was big in the late 90s, 2000s. Everybody said take creatine. So anyway, I went off at that tangent a little bit. But should you take it? I think you should try it and see if it benefits you. Why would it be good?
I was going to say,
sports
like,
side.
how would somebody like feel? Like maybe they feel like they could bang out a few more reps, or they might recover faster. Some people report that kind of thing. But
Yes.
some people say that they don't want to take it because they feel like they hold water weight. I don't think that's necessarily true. Don't it just help you get more water and stuff into your muscles? Like,
Yeah. So if you let's say your blood or creatine is produced by the body or it's in the body naturally. When you eat, it's in the meat that you eat. It's in your muscles already. But for most people, if you're depending on your diet, you may not have a lot. So if you take it, what you might find is, especially if you're weight training, it can help draw more water into the muscle tissue, which will increase water weight because you're holding more
yeah.
intercellular water in your muscle tissue.
I've never
It's not
gained weight.
fat weight. It's not water retention. It's not like you're bloated. It's just in the muscle tissue, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So your muscles are hydrated, and you go to the gym, and creatine also it drastically helps. If you have a low concentration of creatine in your body and you take creatine, it will increase your ATP production. What is ATP? It's a long scientific name that I will butcher if I do
Lord,
it.
yeah, something I never think about. I can't do it
Is India blah 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 phosphate blah. Anyway, sciencey words. ATP,
science.
okay, is your short burst energy. So short power outputs, like if you're doing a set I'm doing a set of bench press. I wasn't taking creatine, maybe I get 8 reps. Let's say I take creatine for 2 weeks, didn't really change anything else. I add that. I may, because of the increased ATP production, and there's a little bit of a lactic acid buffering effect of creatine, so what you may find is that you can squeeze out a few more reps.
Yep.
Because your body doesn't fatigue quite as fast and you have a little bit more ATP production. And so for that short burst energy, like you're doing that set of bench press, you last a little bit longer in the set. You don't break down as fast. So instead of 8 reps, now you're getting 10, 11, 12, which is going to have what? Over time, you're getting more reps in your workout, so it's going to make you perform better. You're going to get stronger.
I don't know if I noticed a difference either. I was taking it steady.
You really have to be in tune with tracking your workouts.
I'm going to start it again and see.
Yeah.
But
but that's like the standard recommendation for years has been taking 5 grams per day.
But we take more than that.
I take 10-ish.
Yeah.
Generally.
I take 2 scoops, which is 10.
Yeah, I usually will take 10. I think that for most, try taking 10, see how you feel. Too much at one time. If you take 20 at one time, it could cause gastrointestinal distress. Like a lot of supplements are like that. You know, taking a multivitamin on an empty stomach
So
can cause.
always start lower and see. And
Start with 10. Most people aren't going to need to go over that. So I've seen people say take 20. If you're in so there is some stuff now about sleep deprivation for the ATP production. That affects your cognitive function as well. It's very important for the body, central nervous system. So if you're in a sleep deprived state, there is some evidence that creatine may help you overcome that effect of, I'm just feeling tired. So the tiredness to some degree, I don't think it doesn't eliminate it. It might lessen it. But in my experience, it doesn't eliminate it. So there's a lot of hype right now that I see popping up online. I say, like anything else, try it, see how you feel. It's cheap supplement. It's the most studied supplement. It's safe. You want to talk about the safety profile of it? Because there's a myth.
So some people are saying that it's bad for your kidney function.
And they've said that for 30 years.
And that's not necessarily true. Like if you had, maybe if you had poor function, then maybe there could be something with that. But what I'll say is this: creatine, if you take it regularly, it can kind of give your creatinine level a little bit of a bump. So what I say is that, let me just say, when we're checking your kidney function, we're looking at the creatinine, the BUN, and the EGFR, which is estimated glomerular filtration rate. So if you're taking creatine, it can cause the creatinine level to bump a little bit. And then that will make the EGFR maybe look lower than it should, which could make your kidney function look a little bit, lower. So if you are taking creatine, you could just tell your provider that, and they could do a test called a cystatin C, and that would see your kidney function from a different perspective. So I don't think that it's necessarily anything that's hurting your kidneys. It just gives it a can give it more of a false reading that makes it look lower.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things that most people do that will hurt their kidneys far before creatine does, and that's sort of like, I think for years and years it was always the confusion of the creatinine level. Like you see people talk about the creatinine level.
Yeah, they call it creatine.
And I'm like, that's not the creatine level. They're like, that's the creatine. My creatine level was elevated. Like, you don't have a creatine level in your blood work. It's creatinine, and it's totally different than your creatine level.
But it can bump it.
But doctors would talk about that, and I'm like, that's not. Anyway, it's a safe supplement. If it wasn't safe, it wouldn't be available the way that it is, right? That would have been removed from the market a long time ago.
Right.
The same way that they removed ephedra from all the fat burner pills and all, the stuff like that, that actually did cause issues because people do what? They take too much of something that they shouldn't take, thinking it's going to be beneficial.
I mean, if they want to be the most conservative, you can always have your levels checked first, and then see after you've been doing it for some time, then check them again. But I think the most important thing is to just stay really hydrated anyway.
Well, you should always be hydrated.
So, there's that.
But yeah, so for creatine, I think the bottom line is test it out, see how you feel. It's cheap. You're not really wasting a bunch of money. Like, you go buy a fat burner or test booster and you spent $150 on both of those. Creatine is going to cost you $20 for a small thing. Test it out. If you think it helps you in some way, keep taking it, because if you think it's helping you, it probably is. Yeah. It's one of those things. I just tell people, just try it out, see how you do with it. If you don't notice anything, then you don't need to keep taking it. It's okay. Yeah. But I think it has health benefits that sometimes you can't feel. But I don't like to tell people to just go take stuff. If you want to take it, take it. It's safe.
Right.
Not going to hurt you.
But you don't have to have it.
But you don't. Yeah, it's not going to be so life changing that. Right. This is the most life-changing thing that I've ever taken, right?
Right. No, I'll go through phases where I take it every day, and then I'll go through, like lately, I probably haven't had it in a month.
Right.
Have I felt drastically different? Absolutely not.
Right.
So I'll take it again, and I'm going to see, just because we're doing this, just to see.
Right. And it's like anything else that we say, like most people generally would do better.
Eat their protein.
Eat their protein.
Sleep.
Get your sleep.
Move more.
Eat a mostly whole food diet. Supplement wise, take a multivitamin every day, because you'd be surprised.
Oh God.
People who tell you don't need a multivitamin, I promise you do. You're not eating enough. You're not getting.
You need the right one. You don't need a pack that has 6 of them in there.
Well, the pure encapsulations.
Pure encapsulations, one multivitamin is amazing.
I don't know if we talked about that on a previous video.
Have.
But your patients, you have ones you recommend.
And I see the changes in the labs and
you see
how they feel, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, how they feel is the first thing, but the blood work
is the proof.
Yeah, because it has high concentration of B vitamins and methylated B vitamins and all the stuff that they need. Take that.
It's like, because you can add other stuff on top of it, but that's the good foundation.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is, don't take creatine, but not take a multivitamin. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to go get this like magical supplement. Like, do the basics and the fundamentals.
Do the basics, and then there's like.
And then you can add in.
That you could consider like luxury or whatever, like, or you don't have to have them.
Right.
Creatine is one of those. It's like you don't. It's not expensive, but it's like you don't have to have it.
Right. There's other things like fish oil might be more beneficial from the cardiovascular.
Absolutely.
The cardiovascular benefits of taking a fish oil over. So it's just kind of like, how much stuff do you want to take? There's some, like, you have things you recommend in the clinical setting that helps people with specific things in their blood work when you're trying to address it from a non-pharmaceutical standpoint. But, yeah, so creatine, up to you if you want to take it. It's totally safe. It's not expensive.
And then see how you feel.
That's kind of the deal.
So if you have any questions about that or anything else, just leave us a comment, and we'll be happy to address it in future videos. See you next time.